say something like this, that whatever is said in this room, I will put a dollar value on it. So you will get no less than $1,000 of information today, and most likely be still in a recruiting game. Okay, so still, okay, so it could be $20, $30, $40,000 for you. All right, because the average, who's committed already? All right, let's go to you right there. What's the yearly tuition to the school that you are committed to? How much is it?
Yearly?
20,000? All right. Who else?
19,000. 19,000.
And I'll tell you what, I'm impressed that you know, because it kind of bums me out when I talk with young ladies and they don't know the price of their scholarship. So it's something that you receive through softball, and if you don't know the difference between a $10,000 car and an $80,000 car, and you're driving it the same, something's going to happen. You know what I mean? So that value is very important. So to you uncommitted players, this advice that I give you, if you follow it, because it's the 1% advice, we're in the 1%. So I want to help you become the 1%, whether it's the 1% of happiness, the 1% of success on the field, the 1% of the type of player on the field. We're not here to tell you the things that we can do ourselves that you can't do. We want to pass things on to you that make a difference for you. So if all of a sudden you change a little behavior in your game, or a little this, or your approach to the plate, or how you approach a camp, and next thing you know, you've got 6 kids hitting in a camp, all in line, and you're the only one that can hit with success, it could be $80,000 advice. Okay, and that's the stuff that I really, really like. All right. Give it one more minute. So I'm going to let you open me up to the topics, because there's a lot of things that I need to get. What time do you guys play today? 11:30 tonight, playing tonight?
Yes.
That's because you won your games yesterday, is that right? See, and we were losers yesterday, so we can play a little early. Not today. We have been fortunate. We've been in the championship game in this tournament 10 years in a row. We have won it 8 out of the 10 years. And I'm going to be honest with you girls, I don't walk around expecting to win, telling our girls we have to win. We compete to win all the time. You know, people ask, well, are you going to win it again? Are you going to go? Yeah, 12, 14, 18. I just watched the Wimbledon champion just lose his match right now, and he got knocked off by a, I don't know, some guy. You know, it happens to everyone, so I don't worry about the success of our team. We've established our body of work here. If we go out early this week, there'll be a lot of people talking about it. We'll look out, Tony's not coaching his team anymore, and that's all fun for me. It's all part of the culture. Okay. All right, so who's got a question? Or I'll start just pointing around the room. I gave you 5 minutes. Could be on a pitch that you can't hit. Could be, how could I be the most efficient slapper? You could tell me a problem that you're having as a pitcher and how you could be more efficient. Go ahead. First name. Hi.
Okay, so when you're hitting, and the pitchers like have good movement, is it okay to like stay in front of the box, or would you prefer to like stay back?
So box management. Okay, we'll call it box management. How big's the batter's box?
7 feet by 3.
What's your name? That is like me. Little prizes, firecracker hacky sack. Yeah, the box is 7 feet by 3. All right, now how many of you in here are right-handed hitters? All right, so you always have those 2 holes to deal with. They're always pre-dug. Lefties, you never, well, there's a lot more slappers now, but they don't dig in, so your batter's box is never nearly as messed up as the right-handed batter's box. All right? Can we admit that moving in the box is not an easy or comfortable thing to do? If it is for you, great, you've been well-trained and well-coached. Okay, usually your feet go wherever those 2 holes are. All right? If I told you that everybody in the game could move around the entire 7 by 3 foot batter's box except you had to stay in the same spot, you go, that's not fair. But how many batters do that to themselves? They go in the same spot all the time. All right. So one of the things that we do is we believe in being on time with the pitch. On time starts with how we move. So the slower that we move pre-pitch, the calmer that we are. So this is the whole breathing mantra. Everything that slows you down allows you to see the ball in real time. Because when you're anxious, and you all know what anxiety is, everything moves like this. And an anxious mind does not make good decisions. It makes rush decisions. All right. So generally, the batter's box is yours. Manage it. All right. The only time that, now I'm giving you my opinion. If you do something that's different, and when I tell you this, I advise you not to go out and say, Tony Rico says, and I shouldn't be in the front of the box. The only time my team will move to the front of the box is if we have a front edge drop ball pitcher, meaning she's throwing a drop for a strike, that the catcher is catching right about here, and so it's basically, if we're in the center of the box, that ball is dropping about like this. So that's the only time that we'll come here to try to catch that a little bit different of a break, all right? We will actually do this on that ball as well too. We'll go to the back of the box because a lot of those pitchers can't bring the ball up. So you look at the design of a pitch because most pitchers, how many pitchers in here? Okay, most pitchers are broken mentally. They have to throw well, they have to feel good, which is why in a game you want to feel like you're the best pitcher in the world, but when you're being told what you're doing wrong, you give up a hit, and they get very self-conscious, it doesn't work. So as a hitter, we take advantage of the weakness of their emotions because they can't make adjustments. Usually it's, they'll throw a pitch, they go like this, I gotta pull it tighter, or look in the stands, junior's not calling the right pitches, or whatever it is, but they don't take responsibility for what just happened, and then what needs to happen next. Okay? We move to the back of the box a lot of times with that drop to see if she can bring the drop up, see if she can make adjustments. If she does that, it's like a chess match. You see that chessboard out there? That's the way I look at playing the game. It's not how do I hold my arm when I'm moving the knight or the rook or whatever it is. It's where am I going, what just happened, what's going to happen next. All right? Taking away the break of the pitch. Give me a pitch. Good one. All right. If you ever look at a picture of a batter missing a rise ball, are they under it or over it? They're under it. Are they early or late? See, and that's what most people don't know. And there's a lot of people that get paid that don't know what happens, instructors, right? Every time you look at a picture, and you do your own research and send stuff back to me, all right? So when the rise ball is being missed, you'll see a batter, and it should be like this, and the ball will be right here, okay? Look where the ball is, all right? So there are very few successful slow rise ball pitchers. So a 56-mile-an-hour rise ball at the highest level is usually going to get hit, all right? So they're usually throwing a little bit harder. I will tell you the toughest pitcher for us to produce runs against is a pitcher with a nasty rise ball, which 43 feet eliminated most of them, and then a changeup as well, all right? So the design of the pitch is to get you under, but what happens with a rise ball is, I'm gonna say 10 times out of 10, but I'll give you one. 9 times out of 10, the ball's back here, all right? We wanna, let's say that rise ball's right here in the middle of this chair. Okay, she's throwing hard. And then it's the don't drop, and then it's the swing down. I gotta get to this point, and I don't care how I do it. So the rise ball is about hitting it right at the end of the purple of the bat. I'm gonna make that little mark right there. And see where my bat is? It's chest high, right? If you ask a successful rise ball pitcher, and you could write, Amanda Freed does stories on our firecrackersoftball.com. You could write her any time if you're a pitcher and you wanted some advice on the rise ball. She was one of the best in the game over the last 27 years, okay? The trick to the rise ball is hitting it at the end of the bat out here. I don't care how you do it. It's not swinging. If you swing down, where's your bat? It's down low, right? Now look, baseball players will step out of the box and do this. Because we've got to have a short swing. We can't be doing this, right? So you see a lot of this, but you don't see the baseball player in it and then do this like on the ball. You're always going to see this. So the rise ball gets hit right there. So we'll go back to box management. The ball's right there. Which way am I going to move to put that ball at the end of the bat? And then also, you ever seen hitters do this? Sometimes in baseball players do this. Okay, this is what home run hitters do. Home run hitters don't make their living hitting opposite field home runs all the time. They have opposite field power, but home run hitters meet the pitch and get it right there, and get it right there. The inside pitch, they get it right there, and it's gone. So they're a lot of times going to mark their spot out here like this. Baseball, you see this all the time. You don't see it in softball. Softball, you see the quirky stuff like, the practice swings. But there's no really marking of that. So the rise ball is something that we don't move back to the box. We want to hit it right there. Now, what's the next pitch that we have to then look out for? Change up, because we're in the back of the box, or the drop, all right? But now it's your pitcher, counter move on you. And now she throws the first change up. Ball. It's not her best pitch. So we've taken away her best pitch. always going to try to take away her best pitch. There are very few pitchers that throw a good rise and a good change. Those that do, they're tough. I encourage, just to digress a second, most pitchers, if you're throwing 59 and you think you need to throw 65, throw 59, 53, and then 48. Hi. He's one of my coaches. He doesn't want to hear all this stuff. He's heard it all. So that's a little bit about the rise ball. We go to the back of the box. And then as far as the changeup goes, well, I'll tell you what. Do you know the most common changeup count? If you throw it 0-2, good for you because you're getting outs on it. 0-1. All right? So let's say you have that approach to the plate. I just want to see one first. All right? Or you've been given a chance to pinch hit, and you go up there with, I just want to see one. All right, so I want to see one. So you take the first strike. Is the pitch caller confident or insecure now with an 0-1 count? Confident. Are they going to call a pitch just to throw it over the middle? They're trying to mess you up. So what are the three pitches that are most common to mess up a batter? Let's go changeup, rise ball, and drop. Right? Out of 10 pitchers, how many can throw an effective rise ball? What would you say? 2. I agree. Right? Would you guys say out of every 10 pitchers, 2 out of 10 can beat you with a rise ball. Out of every 10 pitchers, how many can throw a drop consistently for a strike?
5.
Okay, 5. A little more than the rise ball, right? Okay, out of 10 pitchers, how many can throw a changeup for a strike?
2.
Wow, I feel sorry for your pitchers. There's usually about 7 or 8 of them. Okay? So an 0-1 count is a count that the pitch caller looks at as, look, I'm in aggressive mode right here. I'm going to attack the batter's weak. I'm going to try to get her to swing and miss. So in my research, is that count the confidence of, I could do 10 coaches or 100 coaches. The confidence of the changeup is the pitch that they have the most confidence. So the 0-1 changeup is the most predictable changeup count in softball. Now I just told you that. All right, that could be more advantageous for your coaches. Because when they start realizing that, we bunt on 0-1 and we steal on 0-1 because it's an off-speed count. Now, if you're all anxious, you're anxious in between pitches, and you all want to see one. You jiggle, then get back in, and then whoa, on the change. Now you made Joe Blow over there look like a genius, right? So my point there is, go back to the rise ball a little bit, is when you know there's an 0-1 count, girls, I like it when a dugout is talking about what they think is going to happen. So if our dugout is yelling on an 0-1 count right now, hey, watch the off-speed stuff, I'll say something like this. Read her hand. Oh, pitchers don't like that because they think, oh, you can read my hand, right? Hey, I'm not reading your hand. Read her hand right here, stay back on off-speed. We're doing everything we can to make her feel less and less confident about that change of speeds. Because if I can take a change of speeds from you and I sit on one speed, we're going to start to have a lot of success. Right? And then you take the 0-1 change. Or let's say the first pitch you were aggressive on. Take that swing. Are they going to throw you a get me over pitch over the middle there? Change up, rise ball. So then you take that 0-1 pitch. Look at this. I knew that was coming. I'm not stupid. If I was calling pitches over here, I'd be calling the same thing. So quit thinking about, I got to get a hit. If I don't get a hit, I'm not going to play. Oh no, there's a Missouri State in the stands, and if I don't know, no, because now what you do is you do a little rabbit, and you don't even see it, so like, you're an easy one to get, right? So you're always thinking about that. Okay, box management. Right-handed batters. Here's the play. How common is this curveball right here? Very common. And good curveball pitchers are going to get what? This is the corner of the plate. See how as a catcher I'm starting to angle? Catchers that catch this ball like this, that's a ball. Catchers that come out like this, that's a strike. All right, so this curveball is something that you're going to deal with all the time. Is there a thermostat on the ball? No.
What's on the right hand side?
If it does start to get hot here, we'll just take it a little bit. All right, so right-handed. Usually, those two holes put you right about here. All right? Okay, if she's not established a screwball, if she's not working this half, and you're right here, and then you're training on fast machines, so how fast? You ever seen a dad go, how fast is that machine going? Oh, good, because she can hit at 65. She's only 9 years old, and she can hit 65 miles. Okay, great. How many 65-mile-an-hour pitchers are there? So whenever I hear a batting machine going out of the machine, the pitch you can't hit is. Does that make sense? All right, so the next one in the box